medicine. So it does go to the chest. The reason why we're doing this is to increase like your heart knowing, your intuition. So when you're dealing with placements, there's a whole stress about that too, correct? To some of you, like, where do I put them? So these 2 oils are gonna help you to make that gut decision where you know it's right. Also knowing strategy as well. Okay, sometimes we think we know and we're just in our head and we're ignoring the gut. Like, I really want them on the front line. I need a new leg, but there's no way a frontline material at all. But you're just like wishing and hoping. Well, the patchouli and frankincense will knock some sense into you and get you a reality check so that you know where they actually need to be. Okay, there is a right answer, and you got to use your mind and your gut and your heart, all of it. So patchouli connects you all, so you're listening to yourself, not like these, fantastical ideas of where they should be. So Julianne Ellis, she will be talking about that. She and I have been getting to know each other the last few months, ever since Edge Diamond Retreat, which was back in, when, July? Yeah, we've spent some quality time together. And she's just so inspiring with her determination and persistence. She's very brilliant. She used to do home mortgage loans, I believe, yes. She likes CrossFit, baking, cooking, dancing. They dance West Coast Swing, like my husband and I were dancers. And she was Miss Utah one time. And what else? Oh, go-kart. Go-kart riding, correct? Yes. So whatever she wants to do, she just does it. And she goes to the top. she just does it. So she's so inspiring. You're just gonna feel her presence and just enjoy her, because she's just such a ball of light, and I love her so much. Come on up to the stage, Julianne, and grace us with your wisdom.
Am I on?
No.
Is this not working?
Let me see. No, that is a different one. Oh, yeah, you have to use that.
Okay, I'm using this one. All right, can everyone hear me? Yes? Yes? Is everyone awake? I feel like it's lunchtime, and now we get to hear about placements. Is that what you feel when you think about placements, right? You cringe. Okay, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. There are some guidelines, there's some rules, there's some things that I want to teach you today, because I feel like if there's one thing that stops people in building the business is they have no idea where to place their people. Right? Am I right? All the rest of you haven't figured out? No? Okay, so who needs some tips? Some ideas? Awesome. Good. I'm excited because for whatever reason, I love placements. I love strategy. I'm a numbers person, and so this has always come natural to me. I know that's strange for a lot of people, but I absolutely love strategizing with people about how they can help them in their organization to become the best, to hit the ranks, to get your power of 3, whatever it is, because that helps you keep going, right? We can inspire, we can do all of this, but if we're not structuring properly, no matter how much we hope, it's going to happen. It's not. You can't move people, right? Once they're placed, they're placed. So I want to give you some tips and strategies of how to maximize your compensation plan and how to structure your organization. I did want to say I am amazed that I get the opportunity to stand up here and speak to you today with Seth and Courtney and Janet. They have done an amazing job. So I just want to add to what they've already said to help you guys really become who you want to become. Okay, so, there we are. Here is my family. My sister got married, just my youngest sister. I have 11 brothers and sisters. I come from a very large family, and the youngest, number 11, who actually works at doTERRA, she got married, and we took family pictures up at the Capitol in Salt Lake City. So this is our family picture. This is my family. I have 5 beautiful children. And yes, I have done doTERRA with my children. Emmett, who is, let's see, I guess you can't see that. He's the little guy right there. He's actually doing a really good smile. The rest of the pictures, he's got a cheesy grin. But this is him that I was pregnant with when Courtney and Seth invited me to a class. When Courtney invited me to a class, and I decided to choose in. And you know, a lot of people say that they have a need for doTERRA. I had a need because I felt that this was something that I needed to do. We were fine financially. My husband was a financial planner. We did amazing. But yet I felt inspired to join Courtney and to join Seth because I felt that there was women out there that needed me, that needed what I have to offer, that this was where I needed to be. And I will tell you, how many times did I want to quit within, even now at times, right? If you've not wanted to quit in doTERRA, then you're not doing it right, okay? Then you need to work harder because you should want to quit at times, okay? It's just a fact of life. Yeah. So, good things. We obviously continue moving forward, and that's what makes you the person that you are. You are special. You are here for a reason. People need to hear from you. No one else can do it but you. I want you to know that. There are people out there. I know that we moved to Jerome, Idaho because I needed to meet Courtney Moses, wherever she's at. Because if I had not met Courtney Moses, I probably would not be doing doTERRA today. And we just happened to meet at church, met one time, got into a dinner group together a few months later, and she invited me to an oil class. And I said, how did you know I love essential oils? And she's like, I didn't. I'm just trying to invite people to a class. I was like, okay, I'll come. And then Seth, and they had to twist my arm a few times before I said, I already love the oils. Yes, I'll do the business. But I was pregnant with number 3. And yes, we hit diamond with number 4, this little guy. We hit platinum and diamond the same week that he was born. That was quite exciting. And then little Carly came, well, just last year. She's 10 months old. So that's me in a nutshell. Love doTERRA, but it is a journey. Remember that, but it is totally worth it. Compensation plan and placements. Like I said, I think I'm just going to go to some of the basics because there's certain basic principles that everybody needs to know in order to understand more complex strategies of how to place people in your organization. So I'm just going to start with that. Enroller and sponsor. You have to know the difference between enroller and sponsor. And I know people in the beginning get confused. Hopefully that's not something that you're still confused with. But the enroller is someone who got the person to take action, right? You're the one who gets the fast starts. You're the one who can use them to qualify for ranks. So when you get above elite, you have to be the enroller in order to be able to qualify for ranks, right? The sponsor is where the person is placed on your team, okay? And if you're the enroller, you can decide anywhere in your organization to place them. You have that option. You can place them 7th level deep if you want to. But sponsor means just where they're placed in your organization. So hopefully that's clear as mud, right? Everyone understands that? Because then I can move forward and give you some really good tips. So qualifying the person. So we've done everything. We've done the class. We've found people that have decided to choose in. They want to use doTERRA. Now, there's one thing that I love the membership overview, I love the business overview, but don't use that as a crutch that you never ask the question before you even enroll the person, okay? From day one, every time someone has decided their kit, wrote their name down, filled out all the information, put their credit card, signed it, I asked this question. Have you considered creating an income with doTERRA? And why did I ask that? Not because everyone should do doTERRA, but because I wanted to know what their answer was. It guides me and helps me because we only have 14 days to move people. You want to know from the get-go if you need to jump on this or if maybe they're just going to be a user, a wholesale customer, right? Maybe decide, well, maybe I'll do it, I'll do a little bit. But then you can clarify, because if you don't understand, I get this all the time. I just enrolled somebody, and they're the most amazing person ever. If they decide to ever build, they're going to be amazing. I just know it. They're going on my front line. Have any of you ever said that? Please, no. That's not how placements works, right? We can't assume what they want to do. Now, we do have our gut, and we do have those thoughts, but we need to ask the question, okay? So asking that question right when they've signed the paper. Then making sure you're doing your membership overview to clarify more within the 14 days, and a business overview if they could potentially be a frontline builder. So we need to qualify the enrollment and decide where they're going to be best. If they're going to be a user, which I think is a wholesale customer, right? Then are they going to be a sharer, which would maybe want to earn products for free, or do they want to build? They want it part-time, full-time, now, later, right? Courtney talked about that. We need to know all of these things. Okay, so this is some exciting news. Some of you may not have heard, but doTERRA has changed one thing, and they will be announcing it at convention, but for those of you who don't know or haven't heard, there will be a difference now between a wellness advocate and a wholesale customer, okay? Yay! Now some of you may be going, I don't like this. We've had the Premier Builder move, we've had some other things. I love the wholesale customer because you really have to decide and talk to the person what they're wanting to do before they even enroll. No one's forcing you to do this, right? But this is a good thing, okay? Because we all need to know where our people are at. So wholesale customer, what it will be entailing, and I know they said after convention, so I think sometime in September they said that was going to be rolling out. But what it means is there's going to be no social security number. They will have the exact same benefits as we currently do on the Wellness Advocate, okay? No difference there. But they cannot get a paycheck. They cannot enroll anybody. They will never have a downline. You cannot place someone underneath them, nor can they enroll someone on their front line, right? But they qualify you for your power of 3. So now we can really structure your power of 3, knowing that no one can be placed underneath them. Let's place them properly, right? They can qualify you for rank advancement. All of their volume counts. I know sometimes with preferred members, which is also going away. A preferred member, their volume would only count as 70% instead of 100%. Okay, wholesale customer, it's 100% goes toward rank advancement. You will also receive the Fast Start, and they're also known as WC. So Wellness Advocate, WA, wholesale customer, and WC. Okay, so now that you've decided, I am going to place people accordingly, right? We know what a enroll sponsor is. We know we've gathered some information of where they want to be, and they say, yes, I want to be a builder. And they say they want to do this full time. You say, okay, now it's my job to qualify them even further, okay? I'm not saying that they have to have all of these qualities, but a good majority would really make for a strong frontline leader. Now this is something, I didn't make this up myself, although I am amazing, I did not make this up. But Ellis, who is the top rank in the company, came up with some of these. Now I've added a few because I think there's a few extra things. But the qualities that I look for in a frontline leader are someone that it's a man or a woman, the age is between 35 and 45. Usually they have something that needs to, just that age, good age to want to do the business with you and really dive in. They're into natural things, and even more, they're into essential oils. Are we finding that more and more, that people are learning about them, finding out about them somehow, because it's so much more prominent now? So I love that if they already know about essential oils, that's key. Business experience, past, present, whatever. If they have some sort of business experience, that's going to help them. We have to have skills, right? Some of us, everyone comes at different times. Knowing and having those skill sets is really going to help you go far in doTERRA. But we always need to continue sharpening the saw and making just more business experience, skilling up, right? Another thing is a need. They need to have a financial need, maybe a hate their job. Maybe they just want to inspire others, help others. Whatever their need is, that's a good quality to look for. A supportive spouse is definitely helpful. Someone who has influence. Someone, in my opinion, that has the ability to make friends easily. That's probably the number one thing that I hear, right? I don't know anybody. You can walk into a grocery store. In fact, I love going to Costco because that's a place where I seem to find builders. I don't know what it is about Costco, but I'll be walking down the aisle and people, you just start conversation, talking to them. That is a great skill to have. Develop that. Learn that skill, okay? It will help you, benefit you in every aspect of your life, not just doTERRA. The other one is good communication skills. Communicating, with your upline, your leaders, or just communication skills in general. I think those are added benefits. Now, I want to, I was teasing with my husband, but I think I want you to understand placements, it's kind of like religion, okay? If you have one, that's great. I'm not here to change how you do placements. Because if you hear some of the things that I'm going to be discussing, you're like, but my leader told me to do it something different. I'm not trying to change what you've heard. These are just the tips and tools that I've learned that have helped me progress in the business and what I've taught my team. And they may be slightly different from what you've learned. There are many ways to get there, but this is just another way that I've used. So I wanted to share that with you.